rain or some mixed or some snow has now moved out of the area, leaving us mainly cloudy skies behind that and temperatures that are falling down into the 20s. 26 degrees currently in Champaign, same temperature in Danville, same as Pontiac as well. Mattoon is there as well, 30 in Effingham, and it's also 26 in Springfield, which is where we have our Flooring America weather camera up on our roofing dog on it. Camera moving around a little bit there because we do have some winds out of the northwest, with sometimes the gusts getting closer to around 20 to 25 miles an hour. But we are looking at less wind as we now go into the overnight hours tonight. As we go into our day on Thursday, we are looking at mainly cloudy skies. There will be some breaks in the clouds, so you'll see the sunshine at times, but we're waiting until tomorrow night for our next batch of precipitation. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
Hundreds of inmates at a correctional center battle COVID-19, but not just their physical health, their loved ones are worried about. And bars and restaurants will soon open for indoor dining once again in one county. Who's going against state rules for a second time?
And every pet owner's worst nightmare came true for one woman. How animal control says a dog in their custody was accidentally put down.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 10.
The whole purpose of a jail or punishment period is to learn from your mistake, not to make it worse.
But loved ones and advocates are worried about the physical and mental health of inmates living at the Danville Correctional Center as the number of COVID-19 cases there surges past 600. Good evening. I'm Mark Maxwell.
And I'm Jen Lask. Paul and Jessica have the night off. Tonight, 610 inmates and 50 staff are currently battling the virus. More and more family members are reaching out to me with concerns that not enough is being done to slow the spread of COVID-19.
Of course, he's not doing well with this. He's steady, like, I'm so angry, like, on how they treat us, but, you know, he can't blow up or get mad about it because he's an inmate.
Anxiety is running rampant at Danville Correctional Center as the Illinois Department of Corrections tries to stop a different kind of outbreak. Trevana Howe says her boyfriend, Lamar Stewart, was moved to a quarantine zone when staff thought his cellmate might have the virus. She says neither tested positive until several days after that move, at which point they'd already been taken back to the general population.
Concerns are that there's a lot of movement going on within the housing units.
Pablo Mendoza was released 2 months ago from Lawrence Correctional Center. He still talks to inmates there and at Danville.
If you're thought to have had the COVID, they bring you into a specific unit. They move somebody out to where you were at.
IDOC says a team deep cleans cells and inmates get bleach for their units, but multiple inmates and family members tell me it's too watered down.
So what is that going to do? Some water? You you disinfect them with water? You know, that doesn't work.
I reached out to IDOC spokesperson to ask about Danville's cleaning supply inventory and those concerns about the bleach, to no response. As the COVID cases rise, Mendoza says the mood deteriorates.
Have no contact, you have no time out the cell, and when you do, it's nothing that's regimental.
Both he and acting director Rob Jeffries have said they've seen a link between the lockdown and assaults on staff.
That's like a ticking time bomb.
We reached out to IDOC not only on the cleaning procedures, but also on the number of deaths across correctional centers. That information is not included in the COVID-19 response page's updates each day. Officials have yet to respond to our requests for the latest information on that today. As of today, IDOC numbers show 322 staff currently have COVID-19 and more than 3,400 have had it at some point during the pandemic. 1,885 inmates currently have the virus. A third of those are at Danville. More than 7,800 have had it since March. The first 500 doses of COVID-19 vaccines have arrived in Vermilion County. The Moderna shipment included syringes, supplies, and vaccination reminder cards for the vaccine. Health Director Doug Toole says OSF also got 500 doses and Carl Hupston got 400. They'll focus initially on vaccinating healthcare workers and first responders. Toole says healthcare workers, in addition to fighting the pandemic, are serving as ambassadors in a way.
So as you're talking about the people who are posting pictures of it, you know, I got mine. When they are doing that sort of thing, that helps to speak to the public as well about the fact that they're willing to do it, and hopefully more of the general public will then as well.
Vaccinations are set to start there next week.
All right, here's a common trend, a habit in 2020, looking at the COVID-19 numbers. You see here a jump in new cases and in deaths. The state reporting more than 7,300 new cases of COVID-19. 178 more people have tragically died with the virus. The positivity rate, that rolling average of how many tests come back positive this week, also rising up to 8.9%. More than 4,200 people are in Illinois hospitals right now. In Region 6, the ICU bed usage is going up as well, now at 69%. But in Region 3, it's dropping slightly down to 72. And the county, home to the governor's mansion, says no thanks to the governor's COVID-19 rules. The Sangamon County Board announcing today they will allow bars and restaurants to reopen with 25% capacity limits in place. The Department of Public Health still has the entire state under an indoor dining ban, but Springfield Mayor Jim Langfelder says the county board's move today caught him off guard. He won't yet announce whether or not the city might enforce the ban or not. One Springfield restaurant owner hopes he doesn't.
We've done what they asked us. We've done what they asked us to the entire time. We've tried everything. We've got more heaters added to our tent, so it is a little bit better. We continue to add bubbles as we can afford to. So we're trying everything we can, but we really need to get back inside.
Those relaxed restrictions going into effect January 3rd, and restaurants in Springfield could reopen right in time for hundreds of lawmakers and lobbyists to return to the capital city. House Speaker Michael Madigan calling the House members back into a lame duck session today. That would start a week from Friday. It could last through January 13th. That's when the new General Assembly is scheduled to start and incoming freshmen are sworn in. The Senate is also on standby to come back during that same stretch, though the chamber there has more flexibility and options to work remotely.
New tonight, within the next few weeks, some schools will begin welcoming students back for the first time since March. Urbana is preparing for a partial return to hybrid learning for varying numbers of students across all grade levels in mid-January. The district is set to go over plans for rapid COVID-19 testing next week. Blended learning in Rantoul will also be picking up back up next week as well. Former students at one school are using social media in hopes of creating change. Students at Blue Ridge High School are accusing an English teacher of sending unwanted and sometimes uncomfortable messages to minors. A Facebook page called Blue Ridge High The Reckoning has several accounts from people who say they had inappropriate interactions with the teacher. A former student posted on the page. She says she heard a conversation between the teacher and her friend.
One of my friends started talking about her relationship with her boyfriend, and about how like they were having issues, and then the English teacher started asking her like if they rolled around the hay yet, if she's ever rolled around the hay, how she feels about, you know, just basically her sexual experiences with both this boyfriend and, you know, her whole life.
A statement on the district's website said the district is not able to provide additional details or answer specific questions because of confidentiality requirements. When school starts on January 5th, Mrs. Flannel will be teaching English 1 and English 2 classes.
We have a Target 3 update tonight to a story we first reported last night. A state investigation could not find sufficient evidence to prove a woman's claim that a man from the Effingham Unemployment Office drugged and sexually assaulted her in 2018. IDES agent Charlie Holstein was still suspended for 1 week for making false statements during his interview about that encounter with the Office of the Executive Inspector General. But tonight, new friction between the union and IDES. Despite those serious nature of those charges, the Unemployment Office still never interviewed Holstein in person, allowing him instead to answer 7 generic questions in writing. When the OEIG flagged that as a flaw in the process, the former acting director of IDES agreed they should change their policy, but also appeared to blame the union, saying they may have to negotiate those changes with them. But tonight, in a response, a statement from AFSCME reads, contrary to the implication of the OEIG report, nothing in AFSCME's current collective bargaining agreement with the state of Illinois prohibits in-person investigative interviews.
A former paramedic will spend 13 years in prison for sexually assaulting a patient. 48-year-old Jeffrey Sanford of Gifford was found guilty in October. He forced a 49-year-old woman to perform oral sex on him in an ambulance last year. Prosecutors also say he had sexual misconduct with 3 other people including a 10-year-old girl. At his sentencing hearing, the judge said the former paramedic destroyed the public trust in calling for an ambulance. Here's an update. The Macon County coroner has identified a man killed in a crash yesterday. It happened near Route 51 in Riley, just south of Elwyn. Officials say it was a single-car rollover crash in a field. The coroner says 45-year-old Jason Stout of Mount Zion died. The cause of the crash is still under investigation.
Champaign County Animal Control says their workers are facing death threats tonight after a tragic mistake at their facility. Animal Control impounded this dog on December 18. Workers identified it as a mixed breed pit bull, but when the owner called in looking for their chocolate lab later on, the owner sent a picture of the dog, and that's when they realized perhaps they had misidentified it. The facility promised to hold on to the dog for an extra 4 days over the holiday break, but somehow that message didn't get through. The dog was ultimately put down.
We understand that we made an error. It doesn't happen often. We're very sorry about it, and we would like people to stop sending hate mail our way.
They did reach out to the sheriff's office to alert them about the death threats. The vet has arranged for the dog to be cremated and the ashes returned to its owner.
The next round of stimulus payments are starting to come in. Why some say there's still more that needs to be done.
Plus, looking for a job during these winter months where IDOT needs help to keep snow off the roads.
WCIA3 News is sponsored by Ryan Dallas Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Rod Stickler, and this is my dog, Romy. And we've been coming to Angel Paws for almost 1 year now. They always give me what I ask for, and that's real important to me when it comes to hair cutting. The other thing that I love about it is not only that she loves it here, but the daycare service. The Angel Paws is great about even same-day service sometimes. You know, that's the customer service that is above and beyond. Sometimes I wonder if she's even ready to go home with me. So.
For pet grooming and sitting, trust Angel Paws.
Attention Central Illinois truck buyers. Visit Champaign Ford City for your Ford F-Series truck needs. America's best-selling truck for 43 straight years. We offer the lowest truck and SUV prices. The price you see is the price you pay every single time. We're located just off the I-74 and I-57 interchange in Champaign. Can't stop by? We will come to you, providing free delivery to your home anywhere in the state of Illinois. Champaign Ford City, your Central Illinois truck destination.
My name is Jordan Butt, and I am one of the co-owners of It's a Wrap Automotive. I have always wanted to own my own business. Parkland was a smart move for me because it really helped me narrow down my career path.
The world changed in an instant, but at MediaCom, we were ready. And as internet traffic increased, we never slowed down. Schools and businesses went virtual, and we powered a new reality. For more than 20 years, we've been building a future-ready network to keep you ahead of it all. And now, MediaCom will be among the first to take you to 10G. We're making the next giant leap forward in internet technology and taking you further than you can imagine.
Do you have a past due power bill? Seek assistance with LIHEAP before the end of March when the shutoff moratorium ends. LIHEAP can lessen your power bill by hundreds of dollars, making it more manageable to avoid a potential shutoff in the spring. Schedule your appointment with LIHEAP today.
So what's the empty suitcase for?
The grand prize trophy. I was born to be somebody.
Don't spend your time wandering around the web. For the most concise local news and accurate weather coverage, turn to WCIA.com.
To take it all in. To leave it all behind. To reflect. To reconnect. To pass it on. No matter why we're here, we've come to the right place.
WCIA3 News is sponsored by Midas Tire and Auto in Urbana. Live from your local news leader, Jessica Coons, Paul Cicchini, Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Kevin Lighty and Brett Behrens on sports. You're watching WCIA3 News at 10.
Check your bank account. You could have an extra $600 in it.
This new round of stimulus checks are starting to show up for Americans across the country. But while many are happy to get something, some feel it's not nearly enough. A woman we talked to got the check, but she says it barely scratches the surface for many people.
It's almost an insult that, it's a handout. And when they talk about, like, this is supposed to save us, and because they're wanting this to pass, and so they can save us American citizens. And it's like, but that's not going to do it. There's so much more needed.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell gave the $2,000 checks a thumbs down today. He says the push from President Trump and the House has, quote, no realistic path in the GOP-controlled Senate.
You might not know it from looking outside, but several cities are in desperate need of snow-plowed drivers, all the way from Decatur to Charleston down through Shelbyville. The Department of Transportation is hiring drivers to help them clear the roads in Macon, Coles, Shelby, and Moultrie counties. If you want to learn more about those jobs or to apply, we have a link to that information up on our website, WCIA.com.
And it feels like winter's kind of coming up upon us. They really need to get that moving. We've got a little of everything, right?
Yeah, we've had a little bit of some snow even as early as today. We had a little bit of some snow on Christmas Eve as well, but we have also a 50 on our 7-day as well. So the plow driver's probably not going to be getting much use out of the weather systems just yet because it's a little warm out there. But we have more interesting things to talk about with our forecast. Not necessarily for snow, but in terms of ice. You could potentially see some of those truck drivers out on the roads on Friday morning because of a icy forecast that we have coming up. Today's almanac, though, shows that we had a high temperature today of around 41, above our average of 33. And coming up, we are going to be talking about the icy conditions and mix for Friday, as well as a chance for some light snow over this weekend coming up next.
Specialist Nicholas Evers. I'm with 1/6 Infantry Regiment. I want to give a shout out to my family back home in Southern Illinois. Love and miss y'all.
Happy holidays from WCIA3, X49, and Carpenters Union Local 270. WCIA3 News is sponsored by Cabinet City Showroom, Tilton and Urbana.
Shop the Backyard Leisure Christmas Miracle Hot Tub Sale. Now through December 31st, you can save up to $2,500 on all in-stock hot tubs. Enjoy the miracle of hot tubbing this holiday season and save big money, too. Plus, get 50% off on all hot tub options and accessories. Are you ready to soothe aches and pains, reconnect with your loved ones, and get a beautiful night's sleep? Then shop the Backyard Leisure Christmas Miracle Hot Tub Sale. Now until the end of the year. Hot tub, you need it.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, farm is in our name, so you know we're animal experts. We offer genuine value on everything you need to keep pets, livestock, and wild birds happy and healthy. Like $2 off all Farm and Fleet dog and cat food, including our new naturals and grain-free dog food lines. Save $3 on Purina Pro Plan dog food. And 50-pound bags of AgriMaster whole or cracked corn, just $7.49. Plus, buy online and pick up your items in our convenient drive-thru.
CashNetUSA.com, man. I help when money's tight. If approved, you may get the money you need as soon as the same business day. Get the cash you need fast. Apply online today. Go to CashNetUSA.com. Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
The WCIA3 Gift of Life Blood Drive is Wednesday, December 30th. Text the word WCIA to 999-777 or go to WCIA.com/blood drive and schedule your appointment. The WCIA3 Gift of Life Blood Drive in honor of Dave Benson and Robert Reese.
WCIA3 News is sponsored by Edelman Electric Plumbing and HVAC. Now, Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Jack Gervin.
We've got our New Year's Eve as well as New Year's Day forecast, and we have temperatures that'll probably be in the middle 20s tomorrow evening with cloudy skies. Once we go into Friday, though, that's when things get a little iffy with a chance for some freezing precipitation likely in the morning, probably some freezing rain and some sleet, mixing in with some snow showers before that changes over to rain later on the day. Highs on New Year's Day should be around 41. We did earlier, though, see some snow showers across the viewing area. Our view from Springfield is just cloudy on our Florida America weather camera on a roofing dog on it. You can see the clouds on the satellite as well. Some clearing spots are actually occurring, but for the most part, though, we're looking at cloudy skies overnight tonight. Most of the precipitation now is actually south of not only the viewing area, but south of I-64 for the most part now. So we're looking at things to be, at this point, just drying out and cloudy for the overnight hours. We should stay pretty quiet since our next system is well off to our west. Right now, we're at 26 in Champaign as well as in Danville, 27 in Decatur, 28 in Taylorville, and 30 in Effingham with winds out of the northwest up to around 15 to 20 miles an hour, turning the gusts on. You still do have them at around 25 miles an hour, but for the most part, though, we're looking at less wind overnight tonight. Just kind of cloudy and cold with a low of around 21, and those winds still out of the northwest. Then for tomorrow, it'll be a mainly cloudy day. There will be some peaks of sunshine here and there, but for the most part, it'll be mostly cloudy. A high of around 35 with light winds coming in out of the northwest at only around 2 to 5 miles an hour. So it's actually not that bad of a day for tomorrow. It's going to be tomorrow night when things get a bit more interesting. So here's midnight, technically now in the new year, and you'll notice that about 2 to 3 o'clock or so in the morning, our precipitation on Friday comes up from the north. And you'll notice, though, that as we go throughout the morning, so this is about 6 o'clock or so, you've noticed that there's now multiple hours where a lot of these locations in central Illinois are underneath that purple color, which should signify that we could have some icy conditions, some freezing rain, maybe a rain-snow mix at times, some sleet, kind of all that mixed in there is going to be possible. So slippery, icy conditions are going to be possible Friday morning. You'll even notice, too, even around lunchtime, there still could even be a little bit of some of that mix left over. But by later on in the afternoon, most of us have now transitioned over to just regular rain showers, and that will continue into the evening before things begin to dry out by Friday night. But because of the fact that we could see these icing, potentially multiple hours of icing conditions early Friday morning, we do have the potential here for at least a quarter or a tenth of an inch of ice, if not even close to a quarter of an inch of ice, which doesn't sound like a lot, but any ice is going to make the roads very hazardous. So that'll be something we look out for. Then right behind that is another system coming in for Saturday, for the afternoon, going into early Sunday morning. It's a smaller system, but it will probably bring us a chance for a little bit of some light snow, and then temperatures will be warming up after that. That little weekend system, though, could give us a little bit of some snow. We're talking about maybe an inch at the most. In that kind of darker blue color there, the teal zone might just have a few spots on the grass where there's a little bit of some snow accumulation. Otherwise, though, it's a very, very weak system. We're mainly worried about Friday, so we'll keep an eye on that as we go throughout the day tomorrow. But you'll notice, though, that once you get past the weekend, temperatures are actually going to be warming up pretty significantly. We're supposed to be in the low to middle 30s. We're going to be in the middle 40s, and eventually by Wednesday, you'll notice that, guys, we got that 50 on there. So it's going to be much warmer by the middle of next work week. But yeah, Friday morning, as we bring in the new year, might have to worry about some icing conditions on our roads.
The penultimate forecast of 2020, they usually say ringing in the new year. Yeah. I think this year we're ringing out the old one. Good.
Yeah. I mean, I know that people are like, this is going to be my year. We just got to be careful about saying that for 2021 because 2020 was not our year.
We've seen that. Jack, thanks.
Yeah.
All right, looking for a bright spot tonight? Here's one from the Urbana Fire Department. That's Jim Kelly up front there. He's a 1964 UFD retiree, and he stopped by the station so they could help him celebrate his 99th birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah, pretty cool. They posted this picture on Facebook wishing him a happy birthday, thanking him for his service. Happy birthday, Jim. We want to see more pictures like this. Post them on our Facebook page. We'll have them all there. And coming up, another big hit for the Illini today. Who won't be sticking around after 4 years with the team?
Plus this.
It's a great way to give this holiday season.
The holidays tend to be a tough time for blood centers. Why that wasn't the case during our Gift of Life blood drive today.
One of my favorite Christmas memories growing up was getting to spend time with family on both sides. So we would go to one set of grandparents' house on Christmas Eve, open presents from Santa Christmas morning, then go to the other set of grandparents' house on Christmas Day. And now that I have my own family and 3 kids, it's about developing those Christmas traditions with my wife and I and our family, and that always is going to include a Christmas Day nap and watching the movie Christmas Vacation.
For 2 years in a row, Tapman's Car Star has been voted #1 for collision repair in the News Gazette People's Choice Awards. Tapman is the area's trusted name in collision repair, and we'd like to thank you for making Tapman's Car Star the team you trust.
Hey, got a great deal at Toyotathon.
Got a great deal at Toyotathon.
You too.
Got a great deal at Toyotathon. Yeah.
Got a great deal. Okay. It's the final days of Toyotathon.
Yes.
Time for you to get a great deal.
Right now, during the final days of Toyotathon, you can lease a new 2021 Toyota Camry for $239 a month. To learn more, visit Toyota.com.
It all ends January 4th.
Toyota, let's go places.
Start your new year right with the Xfinity Hello 2021 sales event. Get powerful internet you can count on and $250 back when you add Xfinity Mobile with nationwide 5G on the most reliable network. Keep in touch with family and friends. Stream your favorites with ease and take your devices to the next level. Get Xfinity Internet and Mobile together and say hello to 2021 with $250 back for a limited time only. This sale won't last, so click, call, or visit a store today.
It's that time of year. Sale prices on flooring and furniture store-wide.
Announcing Carpet Weaver's great room redo event. Now you can complete your room with some of the best deals of the season. Our lowest prices, our biggest financing offers. Save on wood look and worry-free floors, carpet, luxury vinyl, hardwood, and more. Save on furniture and accessories too. Redo your room now and save.
Carpet Weaver's Flooring and Furniture Gallery.
We're flooring people. Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzz warning signs and get a ride home.
Sponsored by Woods Basement Systems.
For 2 years in a row, Tapman's CarStar has been voted #1 for collision repair in the News Gazette People's Choice Awards. Tapman is the area's trusted name in collision repair, and we'd like to thank you for making Tapman's CarStar the team you trust.
It was a great day for the WCIA3's Gift of Life Blood Drive.
We had a goal of 295 donations, but we blew it out of the water. Thanks to you, 380 people gave either blood platelets or plasma. Organizers say that's a lot more than past years. Donations tend to go down around the holidays, especially Christmas and New Year's, but the community came out and proved that wrong.
I've been coming here since I was 17, and it's just been an awesome thing to do, and it's a great way to give this holiday season.
Today was a huge success. We had hundreds and hundreds of people signed up, and we had hundreds and hundreds of people come out. A great showing by the community in Central Illinois. Just really impressed with everyone that came out.
The drive continues until Saturday, but most appointments are filled up. If you still want to give, you can schedule a time for next week and credit it toward WCIA's totals.
All right, hey, Brett, what do you know about sports?
I don't know anything about sports. No, I'm kidding. We are talking some Illinois volleyball. We're talking Illinois football. Another player transferring, plus a historic night for Eastern Illinois. An NCAA record on the line. We'll tell you about that next.
Sports on WCIA3 is brought to you by PNP Heating and Cooling.
Brighten up your home at Menards and find your style with Patriot Lighting. Choose from over 7,000 lights to customize your room to your taste. Check out the Crete Island light now for $179.99. Complete the fixture with LED light bulbs from Sylvania. Sylvania LED bulbs are long-lasting and energy efficient. A 4-pack of clear, dimmable LED light bulbs is $4.99 right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. The great American outdoors are closer than you think. Choose Steel and create the outdoor living space you've always wanted. Not sold at Lowe's or the Home Depot. Pick up at over 9,000 local Steel dealers. Real Steel. Find yours at SteelDealers.com.
The stellar tribute to the holidays will celebrate the true meaning of the season with host Jacqueline Carr and scheduled performances by Vashawn Mitchell, Janice Gaines, Titus Showers, and many more. Don't miss it.
New Year's Day at 9 a.m. on WCIA3. WCIA3 News is sponsored by Adams Memorial with 14 locations. And now, WCIA3 Sports with Brett Barons.
An NCAA record is on the line tonight for Eastern Illinois senior Max Smith. He's made a three in 88 straight games, tying the mark with former Illini standout Corey Bradford. One more triple from Smith, and the record is all his. As EIU visits Eastern Kentucky in its Ohio Valley Conference opener, just 8 minutes into the game, Smith splashes a three from the corner to secure his spot in the record books. Ironically enough, his first three back in January of 2018 to start the streak was also in Richmond at EKU. The Colonels play with the lead most of the night. Jordan Skipper Brown gets the and one. Too much from Trey King, though. Game high 22 and 12 from him. 69-61 the final. The Panthers dropped to 3-5 on the season, but a big night from Smith in that new NCAA record. Illinois football loses its best edge rusher today, with Owen Carney Jr. announcing he's transferring. The Florida native played 4 years with the Orange and Blue and is coming off a breakout senior season, finishing third in the Big Ten with 5 sacks, 11th in tackles for loss with 7. He was named a second-team All-Big Ten selection. New Illinois head coach Brett Bielema continues to fill out his staff. 2 out of 10 assistant coaches are already in place. Offensive coordinator Tony Peterson and offensive line coach Bart Miller. He has a great foundation coming back with 4 of 5 starters returning on the O-line. And the Elk Grove native isn't wasting any time bringing a new culture with him.
I mean, I want the meanest, toughest, nastiest dudes on the field, and that's what I've done at every place I've been. That's the way we fostered things at Wisconsin, Minnesota, Ohio, Wyoming, you know, you name it, and I think that's the only way to play the game.
Miller has a combined 132 starts coming back next season. Plus, former FCS All-American Blake Girasati, who missed this season with an injury, should be a strong group. The Illinois volleyball season starts in just 23 days, and we finally have a schedule. The Big Ten released its 11-week, 22-match slate late last night. The Illini will play the same opponents twice per week, starting with a trip to Iowa on January 22nd. It's all coming here really quick. Most of the matches are going to be Friday, Saturday, or Saturdays and Sundays. The NCAA pushed back the season from the fall to the spring, leaving plenty of practice time for the Illini. And that's not all bad, as they lose multiple players from last year's 3rd straight NCAA tournament team. Head coach Chris Thomas says he can't wait to get the ball rolling.
The team's been great. You know, it's been a long several months, as you guys know, but hopefully it levels out, at least that we get out here and be able to compete. That's all we ask for, and that's all we want to do.
Illinois and the NCAA season runs through April 3rd, with the NCAA tournament to follow after that towards the end of April. And Big Ten basketball hasn't had a postponement yet, cancellation, so if things are moving in the right direction, maybe that'll continue for volleyball.
A little momentum, and I like hearing a nasty offensive line. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, nasty, tough, that's what they're going to bring, I guess.
Our last check of the weather next. Thanks, Brett.
WCIA 3 News is sponsored by Wright's Furniture and Flooring.
Wow, a new Buick for me?
To James from James. That's just what I wanted.
Is this a new Buick?
I Secret Santa'd myself.
I shouldn't have. I have been very good this year. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Don't forget you this holiday season. Get an SUV from Buick. Now everyone can get GM employee pricing on most Buick SUV models. Use it to get over $4,500 total value on this Encore GX. See your Central Illinois Buick dealer.
Arbor Rose wants to recognize the real heroes in our community, our employees. Their dedication to keeping families safe is truly remarkable. Thank you to all the hardworking frontline workers at Arbor Rose Adult Daycare and Memory Care Homes.
Shop the Backyard Leisure Christmas Miracle Hot Tub Sale. Now through December 31st, you can save up to $2,500 on all in-stock hot tubs. Enjoy the miracle of hot tubbing this holiday season and save big money too. Plus, get 50% off on all hot tub options and accessories. Are you ready to soothe aches and pains, reconnect with your loved ones, and get a beautiful night's sleep? Then shop the Backyard Leisure Christmas Miracle Hot Tub Sale. Now until the end of the year. Hot tub, you need it.
Join the WCIA3 sports team. Brett Behrens, Marley Weirda, and Andy Olson from the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign Sports Desk for the best in local sports coverage in Central Illinois on WCIA3.
Don't look good.
Yeah, it looks like it's both. Just what I don't need.
This is what you do need.
Complete the application within minutes, and if approved, you may get the money you need as soon as the same business day. Get the cash you need fast. Apply online today. Go to cashnetusa.com.
It's not.
We told you about our Gift of Life blood drive, and tomorrow we'll hear Chuck and Pam's top 5 movies of 2020.
It's going to be a cloudy day tomorrow, high of around 35. Then we're looking at freezing rain and mixed precipitation early Friday morning, changing over to rain by the afternoon, a high of 41 for the first day of the year.
Yeah, tomorrow's the last day of this year. Let's get rid of it, huh?
Get rid of it.
All right, thanks for watching.